Welcome to CARZ Trends, where performance meets perfection, and history is written not in ink, but in torque, titanium, and tire smoke. Today, we're bringing you something truly mythical, a machine so rare, so audacious, and so dominant that it redefined Mercedes-Benz in the eyes of motorsport purists. This is the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, not just a car, but a masterpiece of engineering, born from the heat of the track and sculpted for the road. The CLK GTR isn't just another Mercedes. It's a race car first, a road car second, and an icon always. Created for one reason, to dominate the FIA GT Championship, the CLK GTR was born in the late 1990s, when Mercedes-AMG and WA joined forces to compete with legends like the McLaren F1 GTR, Porsche 911 GT1, and Ferrari F40 LM. It was a golden era of homologation specials, and Mercedes didn't just want to participate. They came to win. To comply with racing regulations, Mercedes had to build road-going versions, and they did, just barely. Only 25 CLK GTR coupes were built, along with 6 roadsters, making it one of the rarest production cars in Mercedes history. But this isn't some watered-down replica. The road version of the CLK GTR is 90% race car, from its carbon fiber monocoque to its mid-mounted 6.9-liter naturally aspirated V12. That's right, a screaming, thunderous, AMG-tuned V12, built to deliver fury. Let's talk numbers. The CLK GTR's 6.9-liter V12 pumps out 604 horsepower and 572 pound-feet of torque. Mated to a 6-speed sequential manual gearbox with paddle shifters, it launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, blistering for its time, and goes on to a top speed of 214 miles per hour. Keep in mind, this was in 1998. This was a car built before the Bugatti Veyron, before electronic trickery and dual-clutch tech dominated performance engineering. The CLK GTR was raw power and mechanical elegance. The drivetrain sits in a longitudinal mid-rear configuration, optimizing weight distribution and balance. The suspension is fully independent, with double wishbones and pushrod-actuated COI levers at all 4 corners, directly derived from the race car. The braking system features massive carbon ceramic rotors and 6-piston calipers, providing unrelenting stopping force to match the speed. And the aerodynamics, pure motorsport. The front splitter, side intakes, rear diffuser, and fixed carbon rear wing weren't designed for beauty, they were born in the wind tunnel. The design language of the CLK GTR is aggressive, functional, and unapologetic. With its wide stance, deep channels, massive side scoops, and rear wing as tall as your chest, the CLK GTR looks like it just rolled off the starting grid at Le Mans. And that's the point. This wasn't a car built to impress millionaires at valet stands. It was a car to crush competition, to obey physics, and to chase apexes. Inside, the CLK GTR is surprisingly civilized, but only relatively. It features a minimalist dashboard wrapped in leather and carbon fiber, racing seats with harnesses, and an analog gauge cluster that puts speed and engine vitals front and center. Air conditioning was included, and even a small infotainment screen, but let's be clear, you don't buy this car for comfort. You buy it to feel what it's like to drive a Le Mans prototype on public roads. Driving the CLK GTR is an experience few will ever understand. The clutch is heavy, the gearbox is brutal, the steering is razor-sharp and unassisted. But once you're on the move, the car transforms. It's agile, insanely fast, and acoustically mesmerizing. The V12 screams to over 7,000 RPM with a howl that echoes decades of AMG and racing history. Every downshift crackles, every upshift punches. The grip is immense, but not forgiving. You drive the CLK GTR with both hands, both feet, and full attention. Now let's talk about ownership, because owning a CLK GTR isn't just about having a rare car. It's about having a responsibility to history. Only a handful of these cars exist in the US, and values have skyrocketed. In recent auctions, CLK GTR coupes have sold for over $10 million. The roadsters, even rarer, with prices reaching as high as $13 million.